as we look at your fit on the bike, since we're so dialed in on race day and putting all the fitness that you've built over those hard-earned weeks of training and months of training through the course of your year, it's amazing how much little tweaks and position on the bike can yield phenomenal gains, especially across our sport, which is essentially on race day, for all intents and purposes, 112-mile time trial.
The biggest factor about how much speed you're going to generate, if you've got your FTP up to 300 watts or 240 watts or whatever it is, what's going to make the most difference and what that translates to race split is your aerodynamics of the overall package. So that means you on the bike. And yeah, it's great. I mean, we're all users of really nice, cool aero bike frames, but your body is the biggest thing you have to push through the air. And so you're going to get the most bang for your buck. You're going to get the most speed gains by fixing that body position so that it cuts through the air as efficiently as possible while still allowing you to generate that FTP at 300 watts or whatever it is, and while remaining comfortable for the duration of the race. I mean, think about it this way. If you're thinking about standing on a windy beach or out in a windy field where the wind is blowing 30 miles an hour, if you're standing out there, the wind's going to feel blowing on your body like it can almost blow you over. If you were holding it out in front of you, you wouldn't really be feeling that much resistance. You wouldn't feel like it wanted to blow out of your hands. But at the same time, you'd feel like the wind was blowing you over. So that's just, to give you in a kind of a strange way, the difference between the amount of force that the wind can generate, the wind that will be 20, 25, 30 miles an hour will be the wind your body will feel when you're racing, can generate on your body versus the force it can generate on a bike frame. So, as much money as you want to throw at a bike frame, that's great. If you're going to buy a bike, you might as well get the most aero one you can that fits you well. But let's feel here, and the frame and the wheels are only going to help you so much. And if your position is lousy, that's going to just override any advantages you can make from throwing money at the latest aero tchotchkes, basically. I look at a bike fit as really the best bang for the buck you can get in the sport from a speed standpoint. And we've got this window open here that you guys can see, these 4 windows. We have, if you didn't recognize them, this is Einar Johansson, who had fastest bike split at Kona this year. Chris Lieto over here, always one of the fastest bike splits in any race he enters. Of course, Chrissy Wellington down here. And we also have then Torbjorn, who everybody also knows. He was the second fastest bike split, has been the fastest in the past. And if you look at these 4 riders, these are 4 very different riders from a body, from a build standpoint, from a stature standpoint. Einar is about 6'5". Chris Lieto is a very average-sized triathlete. Torbjorn's about 6'2". And then, of course, you have Chrissy Wellington. Okay, did I click out there?
No, I still have you.
Okay. Someone said I had clicked off. Okay, so 4 very different riders, but look at their positions. I mean, if you look at them, they almost look like they have the identical position on the bike. And, that isn't by chance. These are 4 of the best riders in triathlon. And it's not by chance that there's a lot of commonality in the position of these riders. If we want to point out just some of those features that you can easily see, look at the position of their torsos. Their torsos are essentially horizontal or very close to it. I mean, you can draw a line on their torso. Einar's got basically a dead flat. Torbjorn, pretty much, he's going slightly uphill here, pretty much dead flat. So the wind, Chrissy's not quite as flat as they are, but she's not too bad, and she's changed her position a little bit. This is 07 right here. But all of these guys are set up so that the wind doesn't see any of the front of their torso. The wind sees as little of their bodies as possible.